inflation rate month to month was just an inch. No, I'm not saying it is good news, but it was 8.2 or 8.2 before. I mean, it's not. Maybe I can make it sound like all of a sudden, my God, it went to 8.2%. Before Russia attacked, we made sure Russia had javelins and other weapons to strengthen the defenses so Ukraine was ready. So the best way to get something done, if it holds near and dear to you that you like to be able to, anyway. And it also is focused on going after fraudsters who call borrowers. You're going to receive these calls. I tell anybody who's qualifying for these loans or trying to qualify for these loans, you never have to pay for any federal help from the student loan program. You're going to get calls if you do this and we'll pay that. You can get relief. That's fraud. Tell them not to move that. All right. I'm having troubles here. Okay. The vast majority of economists, left, right, and center, from Wall Street to the private economic polling initiatives. Now, am I supposed to speak, or is Swathi going to say something? Going this way. Thank you all. I want to thank the former general. I keep calling him general, but the guy who runs that outfit over there. I want to make sure we thank the secretary. Representatives Shirley Jackson Lee, Al Green, Sylvia Garcia, Lizzie Pinelli, Pinell, and what am I doing here?
What am I doing here? Good question, Joe.
In Libya, we should be opening up the passes to be able to go through and provide food assistance and vital assistance to a population that's in real trouble. I think I'm going to try very hard to. It is. And by the way, there's places where I shouldn't be starting off and negotiating in public here, but let me say it this way: Russia has engaged in activities which we believe are contrary to international norms. They have also bitten off some real problems they're going to have trouble chewing on. And for example, the rebuilding of Syria, of Libya, they're there. And as long as they're there without the ability to bring about some order in the region, and you can't do that very well without that, we can find an accommodation where we can save the lives of people for example, in Libya. No, I'm just saying. I just found it interesting that Biden's being Biden's being an extremist. What I meant was I don't have to change any of the policies I've already passed. That's what they said they want to go after. And so what I have a simple proposition. I have a pen that can veto. Okay? So that's what I mean. I don't have to recalibrate whether or not I'm going to continue to, fund we're going to continue to fund the infrastructure bill, or we're going to continue to fund the environment. Our intention is to run again. That's been our intention, regardless of what the outcome of this election was. My guess is, I hope Jill and I get a little time to actually sneak away for a week around between Christmas and Thanksgiving. And my guess is it'll be early next year we make that judgment. It's hard to even say. It's hard to even say. After the assailant entered the home asking, "Where's Nancy? Where's Nancy?" Roamed the corridors, hunting for officials. It's a lie that fueled the dangerous rise in political violence and voter intimidation. It's about the durability of our democracy. No place, period. No place ever. Will that person accept the legitimate will of the American people, the people voting in his district or her district? History and common sense tell us that liberty, opportunity, and justice thrive in a democracy, not in an autocracy. From the very beginning, nothing has been guaranteed about democracy in America. Wherever fact or evidence had been demanded, the big lie has been proven to be just that, a big lie. Every single time. Extreme MAGA Republicans aim to question not only the legitimacy of past elections, but elections being held now and into the future. We're often not faced with questions of whether the vote we cast will preserve democracy. I hope you'll make the future of our democracy an important part of your decision to vote. You have the power. It's your choice. It's your decision. The fate of the nation, the fate of the soul of America lies where it always does. My younger sister used to be 3 years younger than me. Now she's 23 years younger. There's not a single solitary Biden man that is younger than any Biden woman. And my wife, by the way, at a community college, my wife is teaching today. My wife is a full-time college professor at a community college. America is a nation that can be defined in a single word. I was going to excuse me. Tell me how you do that. I understand it. I mean, it's clear in its face. You're accurate. But how, in making the case of the freedom men have, what do you do to, other than to sort of embarrass men into getting into the argument and voting the right way on this issue? Come on, man. That's like saying before you got in this program, if you take a test where you're taking cocaine or not, what do you think, huh? Come on, man.